The signing of the National Super Alliance Coalition Agreement was the culmination of a journey that began almost 2 years ago. Before opposition luminaries putting pen to paper on a 17-page pact that was later lodged with the Registrar of Political Parties, making NASA a political and legal reality 166 days to the general election.
This is not a formula for sharing power and dishing out positions. This is a formula for solving the many problems our country is facing.
This is a coalition that has been formed for a purpose. It's a product of historical circumstances.
The pact recognizes ODM, Ford Kenya, Wiper and Amani Congress as the NASA founder members, but opens the door for other like-minded parties to join in.
And I want to make it clear that the document you have signed today is basically a framework document. There's still a lot of work to be done.
What we have ahead is even more promising for this country and for our people. Na nikimaliza nasema NASA hawa. NASA hawa.
Other than outlining the coalition structure, the NASA agreement, according to its principles, outlines its promise to Kenyans should they wrestle power from Jubilee in August. The agreement outlined a 7-point agenda that NASA hopes would steer the country in the path of constitutional and democratic development. NASA promising to focus on national healing and reconciliation, resolving historical injustices, enhancing equity for women, youth and persons living with disabilities, and strengthening devolution by surrendering more functions and resources to county governments.
We need to come out of denial and accept that tribalism is tearing our nation apart. We as the NASA coalition believe that this is one of the most critical threats to our nation.
We will ensure that every member of the society is included, an inclusive game, not a game of exclusion. We will ensure that every Kenyan has an opportunity, equal opportunity, that your name does not have to deny you employment when you are seeking employment.
NASA also promises to transform how the government is run by restoring servant leadership, implementing Article 43 of the Constitution on social and economic rights, including provision of adequate food, health care and decent shelter for all, while at the same time laying emphasis on poverty eradication and job creation. NASA leaders believe they can do better than the Jubilee administration in the war against graft.
We shall not do business with the government either directly or indirectly. We shall not tolerate conflict of interest between public and private affairs. What we are saying here is that NASA government will have zero tolerance to corruption. No ifs, no buts.
In the pact signed today, NASA will field joint candidates in certain elective areas to avoid playing into Jubilee's hands. However, the coalition is still grappling with the question of who would fly its flag in the August presidential contest. That decision expected to be made in a month's time.
We are not power hungry. We are not looking at who becomes what. We are looking for the common good of this nation.
Fitina havifai kwa NASA. Kwa sababu ni wakati kama huu ndio watu wanasema kwamba ile mtungi wa maji unaweza kuvunjikia kwa mlango.
With the deal signed and sealed, NASA's public outing will be on Saturday in Eldoret town, Deputy President William Ruto's political backyard. The signing of the National Super Alliance Agreement marks the first step in the joint opposition's team journey towards the general election in August. However, the four principals have to contend with the challenge and the main headache in the room, that of settling on one presidential contender to face President Uhuru Kenyatta in the August polls. Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV, Nairobi.